All right, guys. So, do I hate the Snyder Verse? No, I don't. A lot of people put blame on Zack Snyder why DC's is just no. It's Warner Brothers in their competence. If they would have went with it, this Justice League film, they were the two-parter. We want to be. I want to say we want to be where we are today. We probably would be in a better place. The film, when you watch it in its entirety, you see there was a direction. And I keep telling people when there's a direction and there's a map and you can see it, fine, that's good. That's what people were saying. When you watch that Justice League theater cut, there was no direction. That was all cut up, chopped up, put together just for so they can make a deadline so the execs at the time could get paid. That's all what it was. And it was a terrible abomination. That film made no money. It was a travesty. That made me angry. I love the Justice League, and the way they went out was terrible. I wouldn't dare make a film like that. But with that being said, that's where we were at. And it was just, and they were trying to do all this through the merger at the time because Warner Brothers was going through AT&T merger, and they wanted to get it out because a lot of them already knew their jobs were up there because AT&T wanted to bring their own people in there. And I'm glad they did because Kevin Javier or Kevin, whatever his name is. I think his name was Kevin Jahar. Not Jahar, but something at the time. He was terrible. He was just not good. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, it's a Japanese dude, whatever. And then we got Walter Hanaba on board, and I think hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been good either. He has a lot more. It's kind of even. He has a lot of hits and he has a lot of misses. And what I mean by misses, and I'm not looking at the box office well, I'm looking at the reception wise. Because if I look at the box office, a lot of films have not been good. And due to the pandemic we had, that's not fair. So we're just going to look at reception wise. He has okay, for good wise, we have The Suicide Squad, which I love that film. I think it was fantastic. It puts that, I love David Ayer, but yeah, no, that film tease, just perfect. Um, the Joker, even though that's a standalone film. The Batman, even though that's a standalone film. Shazam, that's part of the DCU. Good. Aquaman, fantastic. You can still say that was under Jeff Johns and John Berg and Whedon at the time, but we'll give that to Walter now because I think he did a couple of the reshoots. Let's see. I think that's it for DC. You say Wonder Woman, but that wasn't under his. But yeah, Wonder Woman per se. We'll give him Wonder Woman. Even though I think Wonder Woman came out before he started. But on the other side, we got the Birds of Prey. Oh God, Birds of Prey. That Batgirl film that never saw the light of day. You can't eat that. Never was released. Fine. Fuckers. Birds of Prey. Well, maybe I'm wrong. He might have had more hits than misses. Oh, well, no, I can't count Aquaman and Wonder Woman. That wasn't really under him. But we'll say Birds of Prey. There was another DC film that came out too. What the fuck? Am I missing something? Wonder Woman 1984. Yeah. Travesty. And both of them female too, mind you. You know what? Let me redo this again because I'm all over the damn place. And I still gonna release this video. I don't care. Let's get the films he did. What? Joker, the Batman, the Suicide Squad. We're not gonna include Aquaman and Wonder Woman because that was before him, and Man of Steel, and in Justice League. If you want to say Zack Snyder Justice League, you could say that too. That was under his umbrella. Let's see here. Shazam and Peacemaker. So he did 6 good things. The Birds of the Prey, Wonder Woman 1984. Aquaman 2 has not came out yet, so I can't say. Black Adam has not came out yet. But as of right now, he has a lot more hits than misses. If I miss something, comment below, let me know. It's fine. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong. And I don't mind admitting I'm wrong. It's okay. He does have a lot more hits than misses. But, again, we don't know because Black Adam was supposed to come out earlier. Fucking Flash was supposed to come out, and that number can always change, those damn films, because that's under his umbrella. And I will count that under his umbrella. I won't count Batgirl because that was canceled. I can swear I'm missing something. But that goes to tell you, DC was releasing a lot of films at the time. There's another film that DC did. I know there was another film that he did. Well, anyway, I'm not going over it, but you get my point, ladies and gentlemen. So, but anyway, do I hate the Zack Snyder verse? No, I don't. I think a lot of people, one person commented in my video was like, Zack Snyder, Batman kills. Tim Burton, Batman killed. Christopher Nolan, Batman killed. Yes, it wasn't blatantly in your motherfucking face as Ben Affleck Batman was, but they kill. It's just Zack Snyder put it in the face. And I'm honestly, to grade Zack Snyder Batman film, the Batman is actually a disservice because he barely had a film where he had doing his own shit. If he had his own film, I can grade it because I can grade a Nolan Batman. He had 3 motherfucking films. Tim Burton Batman. We had 2 films. I can't even grade Robert Pattinson Batman. He had his own film. I can't grade Ben Affleck's Batman. He has not had a film. You put him in the Justice League, he's sharing screen time with other heroes. That's not fair. And one, how can you grade that anyway? Because he killed somebody? Get the fuck out of here. Like I told that person before, you have to adapt. These are adaptations. So that means they're going to take liberty to do what they want to do. Tim Burton Batman is an example of that motherfucker. Nolan Batman is an example of that motherfucker. That's fine. As long as the character's still the character, which they are, and that's okay. But that's life anyway. For you to say, I want the comic book actor, wake up. You're not getting it. And if you think you're getting it, you're not. Even Batman the Animated Series is not comic accurate. There's some things they changed in there, which is okay. Was it big changes? No. Should Batman kill? Absolutely not. Fucking even Robert Pattinson Batman, I think, almost killed somebody. But I think he killed somebody. I don't know. It's one of these things where when I see people in my comment section saying, I hate the Snyder Verse, the Snyder was terrible, this and that. Wonder Woman wasn't bad. Well, because Patty Jenkins was on it. Zack Snyder was on the first film, which is the better film. Saying. I'm not going to sit here and say I hate the Snyder Verse, but I'm not going to sit here and bash it either. Because that's one of the top good things we got out of this DC whatever. I think his films do need work, but I can tell he learned from Man of Steel. And again, Zack Snyder was put in a bad predicament, and I always will say that because if you watch Man of Steel, that wasn't a good film, but it wasn't a bad film. Compared to the films we get today, I would take Man of Steel every day. Fuck the Eternals, because I will watch a Man of Steel film over that one. That was boring. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, it is what it is. But that's what I'm saying. But you could tell he wanted to fix the problems that people had with Man of Steel in Batman v Superman, if that was a standalone Superman film. Because if you watch the first act of Batman v Superman, you see Bruce Wayne looking in the sky and seeing that fight with Zod. I bet you money. I guarantee you money. If you do an interview with Zack Snyder, anyone does, if you ask him, was that supposed to be Lex Luthor? I promise you, he probably would say, yeah, I envisioned that to be Lex Luthor, but we decided to put Bruce Wayne in there to set up the fight between those two, to build upon Batman v Superman, Dawn of Shit. I hate that film. The Ultimate Edition, the Extended Edition, the Ultimate Cut. I despise that film. I really do. I despise it because of meddling from the studio, and I despise it because they are so many comic books and there's so many stories they could have taken from of these two meeting, and they gave me this shit. And I hate Warner Brothers for that. I don't hate Zack Snyder. I hate Warner Brothers because that was studio motherfucking Millie to its fullest. And you can tell it. You can smell it. And it was bullshit. Now, the Justice League, that film, don't want to talk about it. The theater version, shit. Garbage. But the Zack Snyder version is very good. I feel like if I had to compare a Avengers film to Justice League, was it better than the first one? No, I still love the first film. Like, the first one really gets to me. But better than Age of Ultron. I think because Age of Ultron is very, it has a lot of problems. And when you rewatch it again, the film has a lot of motherfucking problems. That's why people don't talk about it as much. After that, you fucking Infinity War, hell no. Endgame, that's debatable for me because I'm not a big fan of time travel. If you do it right, like Looper did, which I do like Looper, then yeah, I could say yeah. But no, I probably will still watch the Zack Snyder film, the Justice League, the first 2 hours over the Avengers Endgame, and the second act, the third act. It's the second. But yeah, I don't hate it. I see people. I do see the complaints of the grittiness and all, and that's not. I do understand that, but I'm not gonna trash nobody and their work. And I say no, it's not. No, it's not bad because I'll take this over the Justice League film we got. I'll take this over that Suicide Squad when we got the 2016 version. I'll take this over that Birds of Prey shit we got. I'll take this over Wonder Woman 1980 motherfucking 4. I'll take this over Ant-Man, Avengers Age of Ultron, X-Men Dark Phoenix, New Mutants. The list goes on and on. Fantastic Four, Fan Four Stick. That one, yeah, I'll take that over some of those films we gotten, which were terrible. And I watched Zack Snyder film because there's effort put in there. If you give me something, you throw me a bone, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't like this bone, but I see the effort put into it. I see effort, and I see a road, and I can see a road. DC films, I could never see a road. The Zack Snyder film, I saw a road. The Shazam, I saw a road. Wonder Woman, I saw a road. Man of Steel, I saw a film that could have been better if the director was allowed to make the sequel he wanted. If you get what I'm saying. So that's what I got to say about it. All the hate, I don't like it because I feel like it's not warranted. For Warner Brothers to them to come out and say we hate the Snyder Verse, we hate the fans, and the fans were bots and all this. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous because they didn't get the numbers they wanted. Don't blame him. Don't blame the fans. Blame yourself for not getting us a good product. That's all you. Y'all waited too long anyway. If you ask my fucking thing, that film came out in 2017. It took y'all this long to work some clinks out and say, you know what, maybe we can redo it for a film. And plus, if he was sitting on it, which he was, and the film was made how many years ago? What does that tell you? I got nothing else to say on the matter. But as always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. I'll see you guys in the next video.